Personally, I like to use Yelp and Google searches for the majority of the traffic for the businesses that I work with and with my own business, because those businesses have that review criteria built into it. So those platforms like Yelp and Google, they have the review right on there, right on the front, and it just smacks you in the face. So if you have a high quality review score, then that's going to help you rank, and it's going to help the customers feel more comfortable with you right off the bat. So starting with that reputation management is probably the best way, in my mind, with the strategies that I use to start our online marketing strategy. So what does that mean to have a really strong online presence on these Yelp and other review type platforms? It really means, one, of course, having reviews on there and making sure you get high quality reviews that have detail, and it's always best if the customers add pictures or images. You can always encourage them to do that. It's really great if you have an outstanding product or service, which I think a lot of us do, and I wouldn't work with a company that I didn't believe had a great product or service. So that's absolutely key to generating more reviews and getting people excited about the product. But then secondly, what really helps on those review platforms is a lot of detail. Again, you're competing for search, and now you're not competing for Google search, but say you're competing for the search rankings when you're actually looking at Yelp. So someone types in the same keyword, maybe now since we're on a party bus, it's bachelor party bus in Austin, Texas. You can then compete for that keyword on Yelp itself. So keep in mind when you're building out that Yelp page, for instance, and it works the same way with other platforms, but when you're building out that page, you want it to have a lot of detail about the keyword that you're targeting. So you want it to at least say bachelor party in there a few times, but say it in a way that is useful and relevant. You don't want to over spam things. All of these programs kind of figure it out. If you just type your keyword 100 times, it'll actually negatively impact your score. And it'll definitely negatively impact the user experience of a customer trying to learn about you on that review platform. So that's a great way to get started. Another great way to really fill out a lot of detail in the review platform and make customers feel comfortable is to have a lot of pictures, and I mean really good pictures, not cheap pictures or poorly lit pictures. You want to have a lot of really strong and relevant pictures that tell a story about your business. Even without words, a customer should be able to just look at your profile and get an idea of who you are and what it means to do business with you. So that's really important, probably more important than the text even, is having a lot of high quality pictures. So if you don't have a photographer, it really helps to have a photographer, and it helps to have a photographer that understands what you're trying to do at a strategic level. Are we trying to show pictures of our product or service, and what product or service are we targeting? What kind of pictures do we want to show? How do we want to tell a story about the company? It's not often enough just to have pictures of your company. They need to tell a story. So they need to be very strategically organized and thought out as to what pictures. I think younger people are good at this because they've had experience their whole lives having Facebook or Instagram profiles, and they're constantly tweaking it to give themselves the best image on Facebook or Instagram. They take down any images that are of their bad side. So we just want to do the same thing for a business. Think of it like this is your Instagram profile, and you don't want to look ugly in any of your pictures. So you're really trying to give your best, and a lot of times that's the customer's first impression of you.